Hi, this is Mike McKinnon from Three Oaks. Today we're going to learn about twist drills and how to sharpen them. First thing about learning to sharpen them is to get the names down of the different parts of the drill bit, so when you're speaking and having trouble sharpening them, we can use terms to help you determine where you're going wrong with the sharpen process. So here's a drill bit here, never been sharpened. So I'll go through some of the names of the different parts of the drill bit. So hopefully it'll stay focused here, or get to focus. Right here on the inside grooves here, the inlets, those are called the flutes. That's the relief material, so that the drill can get rid of the material as it goes down farther into wood or metal. Beside the flute, we have margin is what it's called. Some of them are raised, and some of them are, if you drag your fingernail along them, it doesn't catch your fingernail. For drilling steel, that's a better drill bit. My favorite drill bit is a HSS black bit. You can use them, resharpen them, dull them. The ones that you buy that are titanium or cobalt, a lot of them at Canadian Tire and those stores is just a thin coating on them, so they're not that great of a drill bit. These ones stay pretty true to the temperament that they were designed to do all the way down. So whenever you have lots of drill bits, lots of people will, once they're dull, they just go buy another set that are on sale. The intent of this is so that we learn the skill of sharpening, so you guys can save those drill bits from going. So the flute, then the margin here, it doesn't catch your fingernail for drilling steel. That's a better quality bit. Where that margin ends, to where the cutting parts are, is our cutting edge of the drill bit right here. So that's called our toe right there, and the back side towards the other flute is called the heel, or the relief side. Looking at it dead on, the whole picture that makes is called the web. In the middle, which should be dead center, is a line that should go through when you're done sharpening, right in the middle of the two flutes, and that's the chisel edge. That is, you want to make that as narrow as you can. Some people who sharpen bits can really make that narrow. This is a factory bit, so it is quite narrow at that chisel edge, and you can grind a little bit. And we're just going to cover basic drill bit sharpening. So looking at that drill bit right now, there's two angles that we're concerned with, and that's the drill point angle, this here, the one that makes the roof here. For a general purpose angle, we're going for 59 degrees. And then the other angle, as we turn the drill bit, is the lip clearance angle. And as you see the shine on that drill bit, you can see the margin on this side here. And that margin, from the margin side, the first cut, should be higher than the bottom of the heel. And that will allow the drill bit to proceed through the material you're cutting. It only needs to be 12 degrees. If it's a little bit more than that, that's okay. The more deeper that lip clearance is, it just makes the drill bit a little bit easier to heat up. So now we'll get to the sharpening part and how we hold our bit. You'll see many different ways to do this on the internet. The common standard way I learned tends to work well for me. So I'm going to hold this at 60 degrees on the bench grinder. I put one of my fingers underneath the tool rest. I put another one there. It supports the drill bit and it causes a little less vibration, so you can be a little bit more secure. You want to position your 60 degrees first. So there's 90 degrees to the stone. There's 90 degrees to the stone, and there we would start at 0. So we want to be at 60 degrees. So there's about 45, so we want to be about 60. We're going to go for, this is a broken drill bit, so I got to do quite a bit of manipulation to this. So what we want to do is we want to continue to hold that 60 degrees the whole time. To get the second angle, the lip clearance angle, I'm going to hit, and then I'm going to raise up. As I raise up, some people will twist. I find if I just hold it nice and steady and raise up properly, I will hit both angles quite well. So Once you do so much on that side, you'll turn it 180. Now what I usually say is on the heel side of the flute, you want that pointing straight up into the air, or pointing like straight up or perpendicular to the floor, and that will give you the chisel edge right across the middle of the two flutes. So I'm going to start the bench grinder here now. I'm going to step to the side, let it get up to speed, and then I'll come back in and I'll sharpen. Okay, finger here, hold it like you own it. Okay. Okay. Don't quite have my flute there yet, but I'm a long way from being done. I'll turn it now just to start the other side. Turn it again, get my heel pointing perpendicular. One half's coming pretty good. It's going to meet here shortly. Hold. And 60. Turn up. Okay. Pointing straight up. There. That pretty much tidies it up. So if you take a look, you can see that the chisel edge is pretty much right in the middle of the two flutes. See if I can get a little spin it there, a little bit of shiny on one side and dark on the other. There, if I turn it a bit. So that was a broken bit. And you'll see my lip clearance is probably a little bit more than 12. Sorry, not a great angle there. The point angle, probably a little less than 60, but that would be better than for drilling steel. We're going to go and measure the two angles there now. There's a couple ways you can measure. If you have yourself a drill point angle gauge, it works quite well. It's all standard set to 59 degrees. It's got little marks here on this scale here, which will help you determine where the center, the chisel edge is. And that chisel edge, when you turn it one way and then you turn it the other, should hit at the exact same 32nd. That way you know that both sides of the drill bit should drill about the same, and that your hole will be a 5/16 hole if that's what the drill bit is. If one side's longer than the other, you're going to drill a little bigger hole. So you just set your twist drill bit along the side here, and you'll measure. Actually not too bad for 59. Not a whole lot of light seen through. And I'm at we'll just say 2 less than 30 seconds there. Turn it around. I'm little more than 1 less than 30 seconds, so I'm a little off center. The angles are pretty good though. So that drill bit, all in all, will drill fairly well through steel. So that was a totally broken drill bit. Tidied up on the bench grinder there, and easy skill. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes really easy. Hope my pointers help you out to get yourself to recover quite a few drill bits in the old box at home and here at the school when you guys start to practice. Thank you. Okay, hope I can piece this in. I did mean to check. I'm in a little bit of a rush to pick up my son at football. He's watching tonight. You can also use 2 hex nuts to check your point angles. It won't really check the center or chisel edge that much, but nuts are 6-sided, so that's 60 degrees on the angles. So 59 degrees is the general purpose angle, so you can use 2 nuts, fit them in. Kind of looks like a bolt people person. 2 nuts, fit them in, and you can check your point angle on that. So that's a nice, fairly cheap way. Once you get a handle for it, you won't even need to gauge a whole lot to get that general purpose angle, and you can play around with the angles, whether it be wood you're going through, steel, and either raise or decrease, like increase or decrease your point angle.